Hey everybody, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and in today's lesson we're going to learn how to play an acoustic version of Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix. Let's take a quick look at what we're going to be learning today.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Hey Joe, I said, where you going with that gun in your hand?
We're doing like a sing-along version of it that still has a lot of fun stuff going on. If you take a look at the red bar down below, I call that the table of contents. You can see everything that we're going to be learning in this lesson, and it's all in a pretty organized way. So later, when you want to practice along with anything, you can find it all there. And if you enjoy learning in this kind of organized, systematic way like we're going to be doing here, please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. That really helps out a lot. And don't forget to grab your copy of my free ebook. We're up to like 60 plus pages now. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in there that's going to help you with all the fundamentals on acoustic guitar, and there's also one for lead guitar. You'll get them both. Sign-ups in the corner there. Otherwise, let's just jump right in. First, let's take a look at the chord progression. Let's just get this part over with, and then we can do the fun stuff after. It starts off on a C chord, then G, D, A, and then E. And if you can see the chord progression right there, the first thing you want to do is be comfortable with the switching. Going from C to G, there aren't really too many tricks. You just kind of have to go through it a whole bunch. I recommend doing it silently and being consistent in your motions. Like maybe you put down these two fingers first and then these two fingers. Take the time and be really deliberate with your, finger motions. If you want me to kind of help you, take you through that whole thing, that's what I do in my free ebook. It has a whole bunch of videos that come with it that literally train you with all the basic switches, like C to G, G to D, all that stuff. Anyways, going from G to D, we leave down our ring finger. Going from D to A, we leave our ring finger down once again. We slide down, and then we make our A shape. And then for E, we leave these two fingers, pop them over, make our E chord. And something that we can do with the E shape, like that's fine, but we could add our pinky to the 3rd fret of the B string and make E7. And I kind of go between the two. Like if you watch that demonstration that I did near the start of this tutorial, just kind of feel it out and go between the two. It's a simple way to kind of keep it fresh and fun. Anyways, that's our chord progression. Our strumming pattern is, so we play 2 small downstrokes. I'm going to call those root strums because they're aiming for the root of the chord. Root, root. And then on beat 3, we do a downstroke. And on beat 4, we do a down, up. And the motions themselves are quite simple. Just, say the pattern. Root, root, down, down, up. Root, root, down, down, up. And then you try to do that at your own pace. You could go as slow as you need. Root, root, down, down, up. Root, root, down, down, up. Just take the time to do it right. Don't speed it up until you're comfortable and confident with it. And, once you have it like at a decent tempo, the other thing that you need to be aware of is that we do it with a bit of a swing feel. And a swing feel is where the downstrokes are a bit longer. With a straight feel, everything's even, just tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. With a swing feel, the downstrokes are longer, like, the downstrokes are longer with a swing feel. It's like a blues sort of thing. And Hendrix is really influenced by Muddy Waters, by that blues. So obviously that's going to come out. And Hey Joe doesn't have a super hard swing. It's a bit of a lighter swing feel, but it's still there. So doon, down, jack, down, doon, down, jack, down, doon, down, jack. And that's where we want to be with our pattern. So take your time with that, and when you're ready, we're going to put the chord progression together with the strumming nice and slow, starting on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 time per shape. So we're doing it 4 times on E. Add that pinky, E7. One more time.
Hey Joe, where'd you get that gun of yours?
And this song is just that progression for the entire time. You know, it's pretty simple in that regard. As far as the other parts of the tune, there's a riff that goes. And this riff is pretty repetitive. It just kind of is doing the same thing, but in a few spots on the fretboard. We start off on the 3rd fret of the A string, on our root of our C chord. And we go 3, and then on the thickest string, O, 1, 2, 3. So we're just playing from the open string, we're playing every fret. O, 1, 2, 3. And that lands us on the root of the G chord. You know, so we're landing on the root of each chord from our progression. You know, so that's just a cool little tidbit, you know, this bass line voice leads through the chord shapes. And once we land on the 3rd fret of the thickest string, we're going to start now on the 2nd fret of the A string. And we're going to play every fret up to the 5th fret. We're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. And I recommend doing it like this with all 4 of your fingers. I have a warm-up exercise where we kind of do that all over the fretboard. I'll post a link in the corner if you're not able to do that. I have a warm-up exercise that'll definitely help you get into that, because it starts in a bit of a simpler place, but it does end with this exact same thing. Anyways, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the A string, and then we do that on the thickest string. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finally we go up to the 4th fret of the A string. We go 4, 5, 6, so just 3 frets in a row. But instead of going up to our pinky finger, we're going to go down to the root of our E chord. And we play our E chord with our strumming pattern 4 times. So that's how we transition back into the chords. I'm going to go through the whole thing really slowly now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, into our strumming pattern 4 times. And that's how you would integrate that into the song. And the last part that I would like to show you is a simplified version of the intro. It goes like this. So let's break that down into a few parts. First, for that, we start on the thinnest string, open, and then I'm going to put my ring finger down on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then I'm going to put my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and I'm going to go down, remove my finger, up. So on the G string, 2, O, and then I'm going to play the 2nd fret of the D string. So let's do that slowly. 3, 4. Down, up, down. And from there, we go O, O, down on our E chord. So it's just like our strumming pattern, except we don't do the down, up at the end. And then the next bit, we're going to go to the 5th fret on the A string, and we're going to go. And the rhythm for that, the notes are pretty simple. It's just 5, 5, 4. You know, I'm using my middle finger for the 5th fret, my index for the 4th fret on the A string. But the rhythm for that, we have to pay attention. We're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So a downstroke on 1, and then I keep moving my pick. And then I do an upstroke on the and after 2. And then a downstroke on beat 4. So just take a look there. My pick is moving the entire time, down, up, down, up, down, up, and I make contact on 1, the and after 2, and beat 4, just like a strumming pattern, you know. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we have another one of those, root down, and then we end with, and for that, I'm on the A string, O, 2, and then open D string, and I do that again. And you could do a hammer-on. That's, you know, the way that I would prefer doing it. Or you could go down, up, and then down on the D string. Totally up to you. Hammer-ons are a whole thing. I actually have a section coming up in my lead guitar course that I've already filmed. I just have to edit it and pop it in there, that goes over the technique of hammer-ons. I think it's a pretty big subject. It's one of the main 4 embellishments: hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides, and bends. And definitely the first one you should learn. Let's do the whole intro riff nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we work our way into the chords like that. So those are all the components that make up this tune. When it comes to putting the song together, you could do it in the simplest way ever and just play that chord progression over and over. And that's the entire song. And you could even play along to the original recording like that, because this is one of the rare Jimi Hendrix tunes that's in standard tuning. Most of his songs are half step down. This one's in standard. So we just play our progression a lot. Break it up with that riff in the middle. You can write this down and listen to the original recording. That'll help give you an idea of when everything is coming. That's a really important thing to know. Also, I have a full playthrough of this on my Patreon page where I play it a lot slower than the original recording with a metronome, so that we can, you know, learn to play with a steady pace and play along with a metronome and all that. I'll put a link to that down below. Otherwise, don't forget to grab your copy of my free ebook. I also have a complete beginner's course which takes you through all the basics in a step-by-step way. You know, all the way from absolute beginner to confident strummer, building up your rhythm, your chord switching, and all the skills that you need to make a song like this pretty easy. If you enjoy learning with me, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified of future videos. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.